How do I do eye makeup with one eye? First of all, if I don't have my eye in, I go ahead and put it in, make sure it's clean. If it's already in, I just like to give it like a gentle wipe with a cotton pad or something, just so there's no like liquid in the corner of your eye that's going to mess with makeup and stuff, and just to make sure it's clean. I always do eye makeup with my eye in because personally I find it easier because there's a little bit of surface to work with. The main problem with doing eye makeup with one eye is you literally can't see out of one eye, so when you close the eye that you can see, you can't see what you're doing. I like to do most of my eyeshadow, like the main base of my eyeshadow, with my finger because I can feel what I'm doing. I like to just kind of look down like this into the mirror so I can see exactly what I'm doing. So I'm going to go back in with more shading later, but I'm going to start with eyeliner first. And eyeliner is the most challenging part of this whole situation. The biggest tip I can give is you've just got to get used to the way that your eyelids are shaped. You have to like practice what looks good on your eyelid. My eyelids are very different. This one is, it's slightly different whenever I do a flick on this side compared to this side. And if you're trying to make it look even, sometimes you actually have to do slightly different things on each eye to make it look even. So what I like to do first is I like to go under the top of my waterline. Always make sure that your eyeliner is sharpened and it is feeling good. You do not want to be scratching your eye. And yep, I do this with the fake eye too. And this is where I like to keep the cotton pad handy as well. When I have my normal looking eyes, sometimes I accidentally get black eyeliner on the eye, so you can go in and clean that up as well. Okay, the most difficult part. Now, I would usually say if you're gonna go for like a liquid eyeliner look, go for those kind of eyeliners that almost have like a felt kind of feeling to them. They're like almost like a felt tip, because those are a lot easier to control and a lot easier to work with. I could not find any of those, so I am currently working with one of those like really difficult liquid eyeliner things. I feel like in general everybody struggles with these, but my biggest tip is to actually make sure you have somewhere to rest your elbows, so your hand can stay steady. With my seeing eye, I do this with my eye open. I just like, again, kind of close my eye a little bit, but so I can still see. And I like to start really thin. And you just keep doing those tiny little strokes as thin as you can and just build it up. I also like to slightly pull my eyelid like this. For me personally, it makes it a lot easier to kind of glide it across the eye. So for my eyelid shape, I like to like kind of make it thin in the middle and then get thicker on the outside. And that's why I did the underline, so it all kind of like blends together and it looks like one long line that starts off really thin and then gets thicker and then goes out like this. And you can make the line at the end as dramatic as you want. This does take practice. And now onto my fake eye, and now I have to try and match it up and make it even for this eye. So with this eye, I do tend to close it because it is easier if your eye is fully closed. It's not even. So now I have to just try and go in and match them up. That looks even enough to me. And honestly, I've gotten to the point where even if it isn't like completely even, I'm not that fussed anymore, because actually a lot of people don't even notice. Only you notice. You know it's uneven, but a lot of people are not even looking at that part of you. I also like to add a little bit on the bottom. This looks a bit intense right now, but there's a process to it. And I like to join it up with the flicks that I just made. Actually, I find if you cannot get your flicks to match, doing this and joining them together with the bottom eyeliner actually makes them look more even than they are. And if you don't want to be as intense with black eyeliner, you can use like a light brown eyeshadow, something a bit more subtle. I also really like to go in with the waterline. I really like tight, grungy eyeliner. And you can go in on the waterline with your fake eye. Again, keep a cotton pad close just in case you accidentally get it on your eye. Now, some pencil eyeliners do kind of like smudge around a lot on the prosthetic eye, which can be really annoying. You do have to experiment around and shop around for pencil eyeliners that don't do that. One that I found that doesn't really do that very much it's called Tattoo Liner, and it is by Maybelline. Now, I could leave it like this, but I really like the grunge messy look, and this is also really useful if your eyeliner is just not working that day but you still want to look good. I like to go in with either a dark grey, or I have this glittery black colour. I like to go in with a soft, big, fluffy brush, and I make it smoky and I blend it all out. I even sometimes drag the eyeliner a little bit out to make it more soft and smoky. I don't know if anybody else with one eye finds this as well, but the skin on my fake eye takes eyeshadow pigment a lot stronger than the other eye, so I also have to add more colour to my real eyelid. You can do this with a lot more subtle colours, with browns, with more natural colours, or pinks or blues or whatever you want to do. Okay, for eyelashes, I do still use an eyelash curler. But when it comes to the fake eye, you do have to be slightly careful. I like to just go in a little bit more gentler so I'm not like accidentally pinching the socket. And I just go in with mascara as normal. This is usually probably the easiest part of the whole eye makeup. I have no problems doing mascara with my fake eye. If I wanted to do fake eyelashes, sometimes I do fake eyelashes because I go for like full glam. Unless I've got a lot of time, I find full eyelashes like this really hard to do with a fake eye. So what I do is I cut them in half and I only have it go from here to the ends. So I cut them this small. I'll put them on. Let's do it. Now that the glue is a little bit tacky, fake eyelashes for me are always a challenge. But it is possible. With the seeing eye, I kind of do a similar thing where I kind of look up like this and I can slightly see out of my eye. And I prefer to do it with my finger because I like to feel it with my fingers. I find it a lot easier than tweezers, but some people find tweezers easier. And with the fake eye, it's actually a lot easier because you can just close your eye and stick it on. And there we go, we've got false eyelashes on. And we're done! Now, I am no makeup guru. These are just things that I've learned over the years. And sometimes I'll have like really chill days with my makeup as well, where I'll literally just put the tiniest bit of pencil eyeliner in the corners of my eyes and a bit of mascara, and then that's it, Bob's your uncle. But I thought I'd share with you like the more complex ones so that you know that it can be possible. Here are my main tips. Number one, make sure your eye's clean and always have a little cotton pad to use to clean it up. Number two is I actually like to do my eye makeup before I do my base in case any mistakes happen and I have to wipe things and then I'm wiping foundation off, blah, blah, blah. Number three is with your seeing eye, try and get as much eyelid space as possible and to see, so you can see but you can still see out of your eye. Number four is elbows. Elbows on something solid so that your hands are steady and you've got a better chance of, you know, making it look good. Number five, it takes practice. If you have some time for yourself, just practice. Practice, practice, practice. Wipe it off, practice again, and get used to the way your eyelids are shaped. And also play around with different tools. You might find that you just prefer pencil eyeliner and you can't deal with liquid eyeliner at all, and that's totally fine. Number six, if it's just not working, just blend it out, make it smoky. Number seven, everybody has different shaped eyes. Everybody is built differently, so everyone's going to have their own unique experiences and challenges with makeup, but it's just getting used to it. It's just having fun and practicing, and it is possible. You can do it. I think that is everything. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask me. DM me on TikTok or Instagram. I'm Kelsey Ellison on both. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Bye!